everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Ronaldo and today I'm doing my first video on this channel and it's going to be about planting tomatoes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss anything that I upload. And also you can share it with anybody you want to. So let's get into the video. Do you want to experience the delicious taste of homegrown tomatoes? Well, I'm sure you do. So today I'm going to be showing you a simple method to plant tomato seeds to get some big and juicy tomatoes. The success that you get with your tomatoes is mainly because of how the seeds were sown. So today I'm going to show you the method I use to plant my tomato seeds to get some really strong tomatoes. Tomato seeds are best sown indoors about 6 weeks before your average last frost date. And wait until at least a few weeks after the last spring frost date to plant tomato seeds outdoors. And otherwise you would risk using your plants to cool before they really even get started. So that's why you plant it before. So you can also plant them from late March to early April. So before we get started, I'm going to be telling you the different types of tomatoes and which ones I'm going to be growing today. So I'm going to be growing some cherry tomatoes. And as you can see here, I have some cherry tomatoes. And here's the seed packet. And I'm going to grow a type of heirloom tomato. It's called a Calypso tomato. And I like how the seeds look. You can see there. So I'm going to be growing this heirloom called Calypso tomato and some small red cherry tomatoes, but the one I'm going to be planting today is these. I already planted some cherry tomatoes out in the back that way. So I'm also going to be growing some Roma tomatoes and that's the only indeterminate one. The only determinate one I'm going to be growing this year. Anyways, let's start planting. Now, what you're gonna need is some cups, some plastic cups I'm gonna be using, some water, soil mix. I'll be telling you the soil mix in just a minute, and also some seeds. So now what you do with the cups is just put some drainage holes in the bottom to drain the water so you don't get your roots rotting because of course we don't want that to happen. And you want to make sure you can use whatever container you want, but you want to make sure that they're taller than wider because because these cups I'm using right here is some 16-ounce ones, and that is so we can actually use this method and it can get more root space. And also that is because tomatoes actually can grow roots from their main stem. If you watch the stem of a tomato plant, then you can see there are hundreds of different tiny hairs on the actual stem, and all of those hairs, once they come in contact with the soil, then they turn into roots, and that leads to a stronger plant, and it leads to more fruits. So of course we want that, right? So you don't need to worry about what method you what type of tomato that you're planting for this method, because it works for both determinate and indeterminate tomatoes, and now is probably a good time to tell you the difference. So determinate plants like aroma, they would grow to a specific height, and they would grow to um, a specific length, and they would produce all of their fruit once, and then they're done with their job. So, but an indeterminate plant like these heirlooms, they will grow and grow and grow about 20 feet high, about 10 feet wide, and when the frost comes, then it will kill it. But all the time that it was living, when it was growing, it produced many fruit. So, and if you don't live in a place where you get frost, then you could be harvesting around November. So, the soil mix is 50% cocoa and 50% peat and some perlite mixed in. Or you can just use an indoor potting mix. That way they would still get a better start. And tomatoes are not too fussy about what soil they're growing in, because all you just need to do is not put them in heavy clayey soils. So now let's get on with planting. So we're going to fill the cups about halfway, or probably less than that. And you have to make sure that you put the soil halfway max. That way we can use this method and we can get some strong plants. So you can see the soil there. We just be enough. See? Now we're going to take out our seeds. Now take out about 2 seeds. Should be enough. And seeds right here. And you take the seeds, them in the middle, then you push them down about 1/4 of an inch deep to 1/8 of an inch deep. Now the reason that we're putting 2 seeds is just to make sure that if one of the seeds doesn't germinate, we still have a plant for this cup. But if they both germinate, then you have to wait until they get their first pair of true leaves. Once they get that, you can choose the weakest one and then snip off the stem. Or if you think that's too mean, then you can just take the whole thing out and then tease them apart and give them their own separate cups. So if you think it's brutal way that you're actually sniffling off the stem, you can use that other method. Anyways, we're filling the cup about halfway because when the seed, once the plants reach about, the leaves reach about a little bit above the top of the cup, then we're going to take some more soil and fill it up all the way. Leave about a 1 inch gap between the top and the soil. And then I was saying, remember when I said that the stem of tomato produces roots? Then this whole cup, by the time it's ready to be transplanted, will be filled with roots. And then we'll get a stronger plant. Now, they should germinate in about 3 to 7 days. And they'll take about 3 to 7 days to germinate. And they will turn into little plants like this. So, after they germinate, they should look like this. I don't know if you can see the plant in there. Little tiny plants just sprouted. And then when you wait a few days again, they will look like this. And these are their true leaves. These leaves are actually tomato leaves. Those are their true leaves. So that's how they should look when they germinate. And when they get their about 3 pairs of true leaves, then you can also begin fertilizing. So you can mix up an organic fertilizer. You can use a seaweed fertilizer that should work well, half strength, and that should do well with your tomato plants because you have to feed your little plants, make sure that they are healthy. So that's it, a quick and easy way to plant tomato seeds. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you are notified that every time that I post another video, and also share with your friends and comment down below in case you have any questions. I'll be answering all in another part 2. So goodbye.